Welcome, I'm Elizabeth Harper. I'm thrilled that you've joined me on numerologist.com. I'm here with this week's angel messages. So this week, our messages are coming from the energy of love. What would love do? What are your angels going to share with you? All right, what I'd love you to do is place your hands over your heart, just like angel wings. Invite your angels to guide you to message 1, 2, or 3. A message that comes from their heart to yours. What you can also do is stop the video, move the cursor along until you intuitively feel it's time to stop. And right there is another message for you from your angels. All right, you ready? Okay. Focus on your heart. Focus on that energy of your heart and just invite the message through your heart, through what would love do if you were to ask a question. What would love do? And then invite that answer to come through. All right, I'm using my friend Stars cards. So let's see, what would love do for number 1? Number 1, imagination. Oh, I love that. And I love that it's my colors, pink. Always pink. Pink and gold and kind of orange and peachy color. It says imagination is the most powerful tool we have. What we think, we become. So I think that's a very good message. What we think, we become. So it's saying that your imagination is incredibly powerful. So what does that mean? That means that as you can imagine something, so you can create. And sometimes we imagine the worst, don't we? Really good at that. We can really be very good at imagining, visioning, creating things in our minds that maybe don't necessarily manifest. It's just that we create them, and we can get really worried about things, and we can get all anxious because we've created this in our mind, this scenario. And it's important to come back into the present moment, come back into the here and now. Always important to come back into the here and now. And use the power of your imagination to create something that is where your heart is, where all your love is. Because sometimes when we create from that place of fear, it can certainly manifest because we are putting our power into it. We're putting all our energy into it. So it can certainly manifest to a degree. But just imagine what could happen if you put all your love into it. If you put all that energy of excitement and encouragement and expectation and all that wonderful energy of joy in there. Imagine then what you could create. So I feel your angels are saying to you, use your imagination to just sit back and say, oh, you know what, things aren't working out for me. Your angels are saying, use your imagination. Let's get together and use that most powerful tool that you have. That's how we create, is through that energy of imagination. I always used to imagine when I was a child, daydreaming. That is so a big part of your imagination, isn't it? The daydream. That energy of daydreaming, that ability to daydream. So maybe bring that in as your power tool for this year, particularly. It feels like your angels are just guiding you to use your imagination. So start imagining. What are you going to imagine into reality? Share with us what you're going to imagine into reality. We'll help to empower that imagination with our own as well. All right, number 2, let's see what you have. Number 2, it feels like it's over here. All right, ooh, number 2, intuition. Oh, I love this. I love the color as well, because this has a kind of lavender color, a little bit lilac, and then there's blue that's in there. And those 2 colors I often see as the guardian angel, the energy of the guardian angel. Intuition, your intuition is your truth. Tune into your instinctive feelings rather than be imprisoned by your conscious reasoning. You know, our intuition is guiding us all the time, isn't it? Even though sometimes we have this intuitive hit and it's like, oh no, I've got to get back to my left brain. What does my left brain say? What does my practicality say? And your intuition guides you Your intuition guides you to this energy of flow. It's like when you're in the energy of flow, you're also in that vibration of your intuition. And your intuition guides you where you need to go. And it's not always where you have scheduled your time. It's not always what's on your calendar. It's not always what you are supposed to be doing, I suppose, because that's what you've set out for yourself. Your intuition asks you to go with the flow and just be guided by the energy of what's falling into place for you in this moment. So that intuition, when I look at this card and you see this blue, this beautiful blue that's there, that's the communication. It's the sense of out of the blue, something coming out of the blue. So I feel that your angels are saying to you at this moment, you know, let go of maybe what your schedule is telling you. If your intuition is guiding you to do something else. So just sit with that for a moment and see if that feels right for you. If you need to just let go of the schedule, of the routine, and allow your intuition to guide you. And it may be guiding you to that routine or guiding you to that schedule. That's okay. But it could also be veering you off in another direction. And your angels are saying to you, you know, listen to that. Listen to that voice. I also, you know, one of the things I find for myself is that sometimes when I get stuck with things, I'm guided by my intuition, and then I kind of get a little bit sort of stuck. And the reason I get stuck is because I try to figure things out in my mind instead of just allowing that intuitive voice, that intuitive energy to keep me moving forward. And I find that I get stuck when I really bring my brain into it, my intellect into it, instead of just going with the flow of the energy. And I think that fear can get you stuck sometimes. That fear of getting it wrong can get you stuck. Whereas if you just trust in your intuition and allow your intuition to guide you forward, then even when things don't happen in the way that you would like them to, you're still in the flow of the energy. And that's the most important thing, because your intuition is the voice of your soul. The intuition is that voice of the divine, of source, of the light of the universe, of you, of the true you. And we can get conditioned, can't we? On this physical plane, we can get conditioned by what we think we have to do or ought to do, or what we're supposed to do. And maybe that's not always in alignment with your intuition. So your angels are just saying to you, listen to that intuitive voice and allow it to manifest on this plane of existence. Because the more you allow it, the more you allow the freedom of that manifestation to be channeled through you, the more it will manifest in your everyday life. The more you listen to it, the more you can hear it, in other words. I love that. All right. Ooh. So beautiful. Our final card. Let's see what else wants to come out. Number 3. What wants to come out for you? Okay. I feel like it's right here. It's kind of interesting because another card came out at the same time. Contemplation. So it says contemplation gives thought to good qualities. So this is kind of interesting with the image of this, because there's all kinds of different patterns down there and colors, and then it's almost like something is wrapping around your heart. So feel with that contemplation, there's something wants to come through. And what's interesting is there's another card that dropped out. So I want to give you 2 cards. You've got acceptance as well. Only with patient acceptance can we discover the gift of our reality. So you have contemplation and acceptance both together. So when you have that energy, when you have those 2, vibrations coming in. Acceptance maybe is that it's just time for you to be still and just to think about things and to mull things over. That's the contemplation, isn't it? So your angels are saying, let go of the stress of life and the busyness of life and the trying to figure things out and trying to get organized, etc. Your angels are just saying, let's come back into this place of acceptance and contemplation. And that contemplation is just to sort of think about things. Okay, so thinking about things in an easy manner as opposed to in a stressful way. So maybe one thing at a time. And just allow that one thing to sort of wash through you and allow your angels to help you, guide you to solutions, to answers, or maybe even to guide you through meditation into a quiet space, into a quiet place within yourself. And then to accept whatever wants to come through for you in this moment. Accept that this is your truth at this time. And again, you can come back to that place of contemplation all the time. You don't have to, again, be busy or thinking or doing or being all the time. You can come back into this place of peace. And I feel that that's what the contemplation is that place of peace, where we can maybe contemplate life, contemplate your place in the world, in the universe, in this time. And then that acceptance that wants to come through as well, maybe part of that is accepting who you are in this moment and just going with that. Instead of, sometimes we compare ourselves, don't we, with other people. We can compare ourselves to someone who might have apparently more than you, or they might be doing something that you want to do, and you might be comparing yourself to them. So I feel that acceptance is about accepting who you are, because you are doing and being the best that you can be. You are doing and being through the gifts that you have, through the energy and the light that you are, with the love that is you. So I feel that your angels are just saying that contemplate who you are in this moment, contemplate your reality, accept who you are, accept your reality. And I feel that as a consequence of that, I feel like the third message for you is about peace, is about just coming to this place of peace, of acceptance, of your light, and recognition as well of who you are, this amazing being of light and love. Thank you so much for watching. Make sure to subscribe to the channel, watch the next video now, and click the link in my bio. I have a wonderful course that will support you with angel and guides and all kinds of different connections to the spirit team that are with you, supporting you every day.